making vegetable stir fry here at the Young's house, and Gina's going to show you all how easy it is to make vegetable stir fry and how to make it taste delicious Gina Young style. Here's what you're going to need. You're going to need some vegetables, your favorite vegetables. Whatever vegetable you would like to stir fry, you could use, but here's what I'm using today. I think I also have some bamboo shoots. If I have those, I'll incorporate them, okay? I just got to find them. I got a beautiful bell pepper, 2 different colors. The 2 different colors will give different tastes. But more than anything, it makes your dish beautiful, right? So use whatever colors. I got nice sweet Vidalia onion, you hear me? And I have some beautiful carrots here, a lovely tomato, and I got some bok choy. This right here, good stuff. Okay, just make sure after you cut it and you open it up, give it a nice rinse off because there may be, maybe some mud or some sand in between these leaves, but this, good stuff. Chinese cabbage. All right, we will be using some fish sauce. Fish sauce is the boss. I always like to tell everybody that it's good. It's good. And I have some oyster sauce here. I'll be using soy sauce, and we're going to serve this recipe with your favorite rice. If you want to serve it with brown rice, white rice, or quinoa, absolutely, that's fine. Okay, and you're going to need some broth. You can make broth yourself by using some bouillon powder in some hot water, or you can just grab one, and it really doesn't matter what kind of broth you're using. You can use a vegetable broth if you wanted to. Okay, I got a lovely small head of broccoli. Okay, and I got some cornstarch. This cornstarch will be mixed with a little bit of broth and or water to make a thickener so our gravy can taste amazing, right? I got some spices to make everything come together and taste good. I got some sugar. Gotta use some sugar. If you don't want to use it, you can leave it out, but I'm putting some sugar in because the sugar will balance out the savoriness in this recipe, okay? I have some garlic and onion powder and some black pepper. Make sure your hands are clean. Let's make delicious vegetable stir fry Gina Young style. I hope y'all are having a great day today. And if you're not, hopefully I can brighten up your day with this here recipe. I hope you all are safe. I hope everybody's warm. I hope you all have all the things you need during this storm. Are y'all currently in the winter storm that the news is talking about? We haven't got any snow yet, but it is like 0 degrees where I live. And when I tell you it's super cold, I mean super cold out, right? So we have done all of the things, went to the store, make sure we got the flashlights and the candles and the blankets and just everything. And like I said, once again, I hope everybody, you and your whole families are safe through this storm. One of the first things that we're going to do is let's get started chopping up this bok choy. When you purchase bok choy, you can purchase a big one, and you can always use this lighter part all the way down to the leaves. Okay, just make sure that you're cleaning it very well because there could be sand or mud in between the leaves. Okay, so once I get this end off here, it kind of looks like this. You could stir fry it just like that, okay? You could slice it, dice it, whatever you want to do. What I'm going to do, as soon as I cut this, I need to cut a little bit more off of this end. I'm going to put it in an ice bath of cold water, get it nice and cleaned up just like so, and then we'll start to chop down any vegetables that we're using for our recipe. I want to hear from you all. What's your favorite vegetables in a vegetable stir fry? Broccoli. If there's one thing that I love in a stir fry, it doesn't have to be a vegetable stir fry, but I love me some broccoli when it's stir fried because it's not soggy, it's cooked to perfection, it's got a nice little crunch to it that you're gonna love. You decide what size pieces you want. You know you don't want a piece like this, right? So make it bite size, okay? So look at this, let me show you. I'm gonna show you what bite size is to me, okay? Just like this. This is perfect. Are you kidding me? You could do cauliflower, whatever floats your fancy. The vegetables that you love are the vegetables that you're going to use in this recipe. In the meantime, your wok or your pan, you're going to need to put some oil in the bottom of the pan, okay? It's just enough so we can stir fry the vegetables. We're not deep frying anything, right? Broccoli is going to be one of the first vegetables that we begin to cook in our pan because broccoli sometimes can take a while to cook, okay? I have this pan on like a medium heat. And the next thing, bell peppers. You know, they take a while to cook too. So we're going to chop up our bell peppers and our onions and put it right in with the broccoli so they can cook together. When it comes to the tomatoes will be used as an afterthought, like at the last minute. That's when we'll throw tomato in because we don't want to overcook it. And our bok choy. We'll put the bok choy in at the last minute too. But in the meantime, let's clean our board up and then we'll slice up some bell peppers. Do it. I love doing this, y'all. I love sharing all of my recipes with the world in hopes that you'll make one of my recipes and then come back and let me know how much you love the recipe. That's what I do this for. I enjoy every bit of getting behind this camera and making the foods that I love and sharing it with you guys. So now look what I'm going to do. I'm just going to do slices. Nothing too fancy. Just slices just like that. We're going to get them right in this pan, okay? Do it. Green bell pepper, same doggone thing. I'm going to be honest with y'all. Listen, unless I really need a red bell pepper, I ain't getting them no more. Do you know that they charge you an arm and a leg for a red bell pepper? And I don't know why. Like, why do they do that? Like, the price of all the other peppers is so much different than a red bell pepper. You ain't going to see me cooking with them. Not unless I'm making something like, what is the dip? There's like a cheese dip that you can make, and you have to have a beautiful red bell pepper. Or if I'm making Puerto Rican rice, you need some red bell peppers. Other than that, I ain't getting them. They charge you so much for them. My goodness, are you kidding me? Hear that nice little sizzle we got going on? That's what you want. And your vegetables could get some nice char to them. If they do, great. If they don't, it's okay. But if they do, great, because that char is lovely. I mean, it brings in a great taste, okay? I'm not going to use too much onion. Just use what you want to use. I'm going to use about that much, okay? And I'm not going to do anything fancy. I'm just going to slice this thing. I know. Who's excited? Is your stomach rumbling? Is your mouth watering? If so, I don't blame you. My stomach is rumbling. My family loves this. And when I make it, guess what they always say? You don't miss the meat that's in it. When I make stir fry, you do not miss the meat that's in this recipe. You don't. But I tell you one thing, if you wanted to add meat, you know you can. Add your favorite meat, right? Oh, yes, look at this. I'm over here at the larger stove, and you can see I got some boiling water, a little bit of chicken bouillon powder, and we are going to put some rice in, cook it for 11 minutes. And a lot of people like to ask me, how can it receive the flavor when it's in a bag, Gina? Well, there's little perforated holes in that bag, believe it or not. And trust me, your rice will get that flavor. 11 minutes on. Go ahead and take this time to slice down this gorgeous tomato that I have here. It's gorgeous. You hear me? I'm going to cut this little stem out that I have here just by going around in a circle. And then you get rid of it. It's super easy, right? And I'm going to cut this into quarters. If there's one thing that I love is a nice cooked tomato. A tomato in gravy is everything to me. You hear me? So when I'm making something like a pepper steak or a stir fry, yes, and yes. I always have a tomato. Go ahead and put our tomato onto this plate. Remember, just keeping in mind, we're going to throw this in at the last minute with the bok choy. Making sure that we don't, overcook these two. I did wash this off with some cold water, and there was just a little bit of sand in it. Okay, so now we'll take a peek in at our lovely vegetables. Can the camera show them something real quick? Look at this, y'all. You see that? When I say I'm looking for that char, that's what you want. Are you kidding me? Vegetables are perfectly cooked. We don't want to overcook them. So here's what we're going to do. We take them out of the pan. We just put them onto a platter in a bowl, wherever you want to put them. Just get them out, okay? Because they will be reiterated to the recipe after our gravy is done. Look how lovely. When you don't overcook your vegetables, they keep that nice vibrant look and a nice crunch to them. Okay, so take these, set them aside. And so now what we're going to do, let's turn around and make this broth that is going to be absolutely amazing. I said a broth, but it's a gravy. Okay, so take your broth. All right. It's typically about 2 cups. All right. And then we're going to add our seasoning in. If you want to put some Chinese 5 spice in here? You bet you can. All right, I'm going in with oyster sauce. It's thick, it's rich, it's everything you want. About 2 tablespoons. It's an umami flavor. You hear me? All right, we're gonna put some soy sauce, and I'm gonna take this off so I can get at least a 1/2 cup. Lovely. Okay, and then I'm using the fish sauce. Fish sauce is the boss. Gonna make everything taste magnificent. Just get you some in there. Don't worry about how much. Only one you gotta worry about is that sesame oil, and we're not using that today. Perfect. And so now we put the sugar in, and we give this a nice stir, and that's your sauce. This sugar, about 2 tablespoons. This sugar will dissolve, and when it's nice and silent, that means your sugar has dissolved. We're gonna put it right into this pan. When it comes up to a nice boil, then we can add in our thickener, which is gonna be 2 tablespoons of cornstarch mixed with a little bit of water. I literally just tasted this, and it is so good. I needed a little bit of sugar, so I did. I put a little bit of sugar in there, a little bit more. Okay, into the pan, bring it to a boil. I want to get all of that loveliness out the bottom. There we go, perfect. Our broth has came up to a nice boil. We're going to check in on our rice. I know it's done. And so now here's what we're going to do. I took the 2 tablespoons of cornstarch, okay, and I put a little bit of cold water in it. Pour it right in. It will lighten this up, but don't worry, it'll go back to its original color, okay? So now watch this. We're just going to do a number like this. It'll thicken right before your own eyes. Give it about 5 minutes. Now we're going to put garlic and onion powder, a nice amount. You want the flavor, right? Black pepper. We're going in. Oh yeah, there we go. To know about me is when I'm in this kitchen cooking, I'm cleaning up as I'm going. If I'm done with an ingredient, it gets put away. That way my kitchen is not going to be chaos, right? All those spices and everything we was using is all put away. Any dirty dishes is in the sink in some hot soapy water, right? Save yourself the stress, right? So now we're going to put just a little bit of carrots in for those of you that love carrots. I don't love carrots like that, but my family does, so why not give them some, right? Our gravy has thickened up. Put the lovely stir-fried vegetables into the gravy. All right. Ooh, are you kidding me? And now the bok choy. Yes. Who's excited? I'll show you the rice. The rice, perfection. And how I like to serve it, sometimes I'll put like the rice on the side of the plate and then the lovely stir-fry on the side, or you can just put the stir-fry on top of your rice, however you want to do. This bok choy does not take long to cook. The carrots are not going to take long, especially if you don't want them to be mushy. We're going to give them a nice go around, and then I'm getting ready to put the tomatoes in, and lunch will be served. Yeah. I just tasted the broth. Oh my goodness. Or our gravy. Let's say gravy. Super delicious. All right. Now, how long to cook the tomatoes? Just for about 5 to 7 minutes, and then turn it off. Look at this, everybody. Let me get in there and show you the gravy. Oh. Are you kidding me? Yes. This is what I want your stir fry to look like the next time you make vegetable stir fry. Let's plate this up. Who's ready? Come on over. You're invited. You are invited. Are you kidding me? Sure you are. So what I'll do, this is a slotted spoon, okay? So I'm gonna grab all my vegetables that I'm looking for, and then we'll pour the amount of gravy that I want on this platter, okay? You could put fresh mushrooms in here, those little baby corns. You bet you could. I wanna know who all loves a good vegetable stir fry. Oh my, this is gonna go perfect with what I'm having for dinner today, and I'm making something super special. Now we're going in for the gravy. Pour that gravy all over. Listen to me, I know. If you enjoyed this here video, give me a thumbs up. If you ain't subscribed, what you waiting on? Tell your family and friends, tell the world what Gina's doing in this kitchen every single day. And Father, we thank you for this meal, your hedge of protection and your mighty love. Ready to taste? We're going in. Yeah, I couldn't be more excited. Over here, see, look at what I got right here. I got some rice that is just covered in this gravy. Let's taste that first. Oh my goodness. Yes, this is exactly what I'm looking for. Let me see. That's it.